you came out to see a movie, you were very excited about it, and at what point do you realize something's up?
The point that I realized when I came before my friend, I was sitting down getting a seat for her when she gets here. I noticed a person who came into the theater and sat to the very front row of us, to the very corner to the very right. And it seemed like he got a phone call, and he went and took his phone call towards the emergency exit. Most people would take their phone call towards the lobby. So it seemed like he was holding his door open with his foot, and when I looked at what he was doing, his gestures was looking like he was trying to find somebody or trying to signal somebody to come this way. And then my friend came. I went to bring her into the theater. The door was closed, and about 15 to 20 minutes into the movie, the door swings back open. A guy walks in dressed all in black, helmet, gas mask, black armor, suit, everything, and I noticed something went off behind me. I wasn't sure if he threw it or if somebody behind me threw it into the audience behind me, but it was I guess was a gas canister.
We don't know. We have ideas. From what we saw, he wasn't alone. He had someone with him because the second can of tear gas didn't come from his side. He was completely dressed in black, head to toe. From what we saw, it seemed like he had something over his face, probably to prevent him from breathing it in. And we can only assume that someone got him in because he was whatever he was wearing seemed thick. So I don't think he would really. I think he'd stand out in a crowd.
Decided that you will be dressed as a priest to help you get away in the pandemonium afterwards. Chun-Jin will give you a two-piece Soviet Army sniper's rifle that fits nicely into a special bag. There's a spotlight booth that won't be in use. It's up under the roof on the 8th Avenue side of the garden. You will have absolutely clear, protected shooting. You are to shoot the presidential nominee through the head. And Johnny will rise gallantly to his feet and lift Ben Arthur's body in his arms, stand in front of the microphones and begin to speak. The speech is short, but it's the most rousing speech I've ever read. It's been worked on here and in Russia on and off for over 8 years. I shall force someone to take the body away from him. Then Johnny will really hit those microphones and those cameras with blood all over him, fighting off anyone who tries to help him, defending America even if it means his own death, rallying a nation of television viewers into hysteria to sweep us up into the White House with powers that will make martial law seem like anarchy.
Good name, Eddie Ingram.
Private Ingram, stand up. A few steps, please. And if you could secure the door, please, Chris. Captain Marco, stand up. Raymond.
Yes, sir.
There's a gun on the cupboard. Would you please take it and give it to Captain Marco?
Yes, sir.
Here.
Captain.
Oh!
Captain Marco, please shoot Private Ingram. Now, Raymond, suffocate Private Baker. Kill him. going, Raymond?
Gas mask and multiple long guns.
Over my third eye, slick Rick. I gotta put that patch over my third eye, slick Rick.
Again, what? Again, what?
This is bizarre, to say the least.
It goes beyond bizarre and gets more bizarre as you dig down the rabbit hole.
We've all read about quote-unquote Manchurian candidates, and what you're here to tell me is it's absolutely real.
It is absolutely real.
Jesse Ventura is chasing a deadly conspiracy, a secret government program that turns unwitting people into programmed killers, triggered through mind control. Everyone thought the program was dead. Insiders say it's not.
I think it's important for you and for people in general to really grasp that this is a real thing, not just science fiction.
Are Manchurian candidates real?
Definitely. And really? I can show you some documents that'll convince you of that.
Okay. So the government is in this business?
Has been, for sure, for a documented fact.
Dr. Colin Ross is a renowned psychiatrist and lecturer. He's written many books and papers on identity disorders and the CIA's experiments in mind control.
Doctor, what's your definition of, quote, a Manchurian candidate?
basically an artificially created multiple personality, where there's another identity inside, which is given the mission parameters, carries out the mission. And the idea, I think, is if they're caught and interrogated, the front person has no memory for the mission, so it keeps the information secure.
Secure, so they can use the one personality to carry the job out, and then the other personality, in essence, is to cover it up.
Exactly.
Dr. Ross says he got his facts straight from the source. He used the Freedom of Information Act to acquire thousands of government documents.
Does this fall under the CIA?
Different branches of the military, but also CIA is really running most of it. People are given massive amounts of electric shock. Their memory is completely wiped out permanently.
You have a right to remain silent. If you make any statements that can be used against you, you have a right to be represented by an attorney. If you could not afford one of the statutory guidelines, I would appoint one to represent you at no cost to yourself. Any plea you make must be voluntary, not the result of any undue influence or coercion. Typically, you have a right to be advised of the charges. You have a right to be advised of the charges. The duty judge has made a preliminary determination of probable cause to believe you're committed the offense of first-degree murder, which is a Class 1 felony under Colorado law. Ordinarily, individuals are entitled to bail. Given the nature of the charges, you are currently being held on a no-bond hold. You also have a right to have a jury trial and preliminary hearing to determine whether there's probable cause to believe